So I did a review of this light a little bit ago, and if you haven't seen the review, it's on my channel, on my main channel. This is the Zello from Brightline, and it's a lamp that's designed for pretty much for live streaming, I think. It's a desk lamp, has this nice soft filter on it, and I kind of gave it a mixed review because even though it's a decent lamp, it's robust, it's heavy, it has this nice industrial look. There were some like design features that didn't really make sense to me when it comes to the aesthetic that I think they were going for, this kind of industrial look. But also there were just a few parts, like if you hear that, like a few parts that just weren't quite machined very well, I think. And also, if you watched the review, you saw that when I turned this down all the way, turned the light down to minimum, it would flash. But like I said in the review, hopefully this is just an issue with this unit and not like something across the board that's wrong with these. Anyway, this thing, they sell this for $199. So when I Googled this originally, I looked at the product page and it showed a desk mounting bracket that you could use instead of this giant base, which on my desk, which if you look at my desk, that's my setup right there, okay? There's no place for me to put that on this desk. Absolutely no way whatsoever, right? So when I got this and there was no clamp, I was a little bit disappointed. Now, if I had bothered to go to the shop page, I would have seen that the clamp and the little phone arm were sold separately. And I kind of think it's a mistake to sell them separately, because if the idea behind this is that you want this to be sold as a live streaming lamp, I think you should package all of that together. And if the lamp itself is $199, maybe like 100, let's see, maybe like $249 would be a good price point in my mind. Like I would pay that much if it included the clamp and especially the arm. But that leads me to what I found on my porch this morning. Let me go get it. So they sent me the clamp, the desk clamp, and the phone arm, which is a really cool looking phone arm, so I'm excited to open that up. But now I got to figure out how I'm going to put it on my desk, because if you look at my desk, okay, we have my server here and my modem, my wireless router, and could I put those somewhere else? Potentially. The issue is I have very few outlets in this apartment, and that's just kind of where they have to live right now. In between like tables for shooting stuff, it's not a great setup, but it's what I can manage at the moment. So that said, let's open up some of these boxes and see if we can figure out where to put the lamp on my desk. Clamp here. It's not bad. Not a bad clamp. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. A little foam on the bottom and on the side to protect your desk. So that's good. Otherwise, just a pretty industrial piece of hardware there. So we'll pop that on in a sec. Actually, let's go ahead and do that, and then I'll get the arm out. We can take a look at that. So I gotta unscrew the giant metal base on this. Well, that's not good. And I'm stripping the head of this somehow. Might be a little cheap on the hex keys there. Okay, that is coming out. I was a little concerned there for a second. It sounded like I broke the screw head on that. Okay, so we want to mount this. Let's see. Do I want it on the back of the desk? So one of the beauties of this lamp is that it'll actually go up and over the monitor. I don't know, guys. I think my desk just isn't big enough, period. Yeah, just like that. Boom. Actually, I could probably put this kinda in front of it. Nah, that's a little weird. Maybe I'll just leave it there. Okay, now let's open up the stand. Okay, yeah. Nice metal clamp with a counterweight on one end and a plastic clamp for your phone. Oh, and a nice ball socket. Nice. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, let's get this thing turned on, and then I'm going to move my phone from there to there, and we're going to see what it looks like. Yeah, it works great. So, okay, so that's that light. I'm going to turn off my, my nice key light over here. And of course, you know, the question is, if I have a really nice softbox light, why would I use something like this? Well, part of it is this is compact and adjustable, and so you can put it at your desk. And if you're, let's say you're doing a live stream or a web conference or something with the camera just on your laptop or whatever, you're probably not going to want to move your desk to the middle of the room and put a giant softbox behind it. That just doesn't make sense. But if you want to improve the quality of your light, you know, taking up as little room as possible, this is a great option. So, all right, let's try it out. Let's see if I can get my... Nice. Okay, yep. So, yeah, so there is a window, so there is light coming from that direction. But if I block that off, I can turn it way up. But I think that's not bad right there. You don't really need a whole lot, honestly. And of course, you can change the color temperature. Of course, if your phone's on auto, it's probably going to adjust itself. I like it a little whiter, like that. Yeah, it's not bad. Not bad at all. Thanks to Brightline for sending me those extras. I really appreciate it. Yeah, it's a really cool light. I don't think you can, I could be wrong, but I don't think you can buy it anywhere else other than Brightline's website. Doing a quick Google search, I didn't see it anywhere else. So I'll link to the shop where you can find the phone arm there, the light, and that clamp, because those add a lot to it. I don't think I'd really be able to use this light, especially on a desk this small without that clamp. So Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.